So off the shelf, what was this? Turn of the 19th century, turn of the 19th century, no, turn of the 19th century, yeah. Okay, so many games to get to, so many games to try, so many games to look at. This is Incredible Courage at Elchingen, which is, and we got Marshal Ney, the Duke of Elchingen, Gronyard simulations, as with pretty much, well, almost every Gronyard simulations game. It has some weight to it. I am really looking forward to getting this out and trying it. This is a smaller, so there is a what's it called? The Incredible Courage. So there's Incredible Courage series of games for Austerlitz, and there's a series for the 100 Days campaign battles. I do have Telnitz. Yeah, I think I have Telnitz for Austerlitz. But this is a smaller format, basically just one standard size map sheet, 800 units and markers. So this is a small footprint, small format way to get into the Incredible Courage series. I'm just really anxious to get this to the table. The only thing holding me back is I need to regenerate my interest in prepping so many counters, and I guess I would have to make table space, but really looking forward to getting this. Why? Because this is company and squadron level. Napoleonic warfare at company and squadron level, 10-minute turns. Just sounds fascinating, and really want to see what that's like. So I don't know. Well, the battle's the battle, but Elchingen. So Incredible Courage game system rule booklet here. Yes. See what to say. There is I don't know what's unusual. It uses levels of organization. So losses are two levels of organization, which is an idea that sounds decent enough. What else? It does have in the combat system, I don't know even what you would call it, but basically there's an extra die roll to find out the actual strength of the units in battle, in combat. Where's a quick combat strength check? Okay, adjustable strengths. Both types of combat. Okay, what both types? What, fire and melee, I guess? Fire and melee, okay. Use a system of adjustable strengths for infantry and cavalry units. The owning player rolls 1d6, which explains why. I mean, yeah, it does explain why you're getting a 1d6 and 1d10 for each side. Let's see. So, yeah, you're referring to appropriate table on the adjustable strength player aid card. Making any adjustments to the die roll is shown there. See, interestingly, optional rule: players may ignore the variable strength combat strength check and use the base strengths to help speed up play. I'm not trying to speed up play, and I don't care about an extra die roll because I don't see why I wouldn't just roll it at the same time, but I don't understand the need for it. I really don't. But here's why, because in these battles, I mean, every unit is attacking individually, I believe, in which case you're having scores and scores and scores of individual combats. If this adjustable strength mechanic is supposed to, and I'm wondering, is it ever explained why they even have it? But if that's supposed to, I don't know, keep players from planning in too much detail, I guess, then, I mean, there's so much combat, there's so much die rolling for combat itself, I think, that I don't see. I'm considering not playing with that at all, which is unusual for me. I don't really tinker with the designs as I get them. But here it's like, I don't know about the rationale. I'm not sure I am convinced of the rationale for that. That's about all I'm going to say about the rules, although now I just realized maybe it's explained in the, maybe there's some designer notes or something. Levels of order stacking, losses. I know I said I was so excited to play, and I am, and then I'm spending most of my time explaining why I'm not interested or not really motivated at all to play with this adjustable strength thing. I don't actually see a section for that. Anyways, that's that. Okay, so the game-specific rules, just a few pages. There was command control, just kind of an unusual thing. The Austrian army in this battle was very sheepish at the start. Simulate this, the Austrians have been carved into 4 groups. Between them, there was little coordination, and they did not come to each other's aid. Given this, the following rules are in effect for scenario 3. So you have these groups, and I guess so let's use just one example. Group A. The forces in the Group A bubble are fixed until one of them is, okay, that's what they mean. So those are pretty significant restrictions and modifications to command control, I guess you could say. I will say some of the best war games around, the ones I've played so far. So here's an example of scenarios. So here's scenario 3. So these are the groups referred to: Group A, B, C, and I thought there was a D. Group A, B, C. Yeah. Is Group A a reinforcement? Let me see. Group D. Oh, okay, remaining. Okay, so it is 4 groups, but it's Group A, B, C, and then all remaining. Okay, remaining units. Okay. Boy, that just looks so interesting. Just looks so interesting at this scale, man. So you got the 4 map sheets. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's another scenario. Scenario 2, the afternoon attack. Okay, so out of bounds. So that is a very. It's a very looks like a very manageable scenario to start. So it should be one more scenario. Scenario 1. Oh, scenario 1 is long and narrow. So, man, very interesting. Fire combat table. Yeah, I guess I'll do it this way. Maybe I should have done it that way. Done it backwards. All right, so now we'll do it this way. Here's the map. This, I was thinking about this recently. I'm just assuming from obviously the other Gronyard simulation games I've played that these are elevation changes, but are not otherwise significant terrain, but that these shaded sides of the elevation change represent, and I think those are probably like maybe normal slopes, and maybe the darker is a steeper slope. If that's true, well, in any case, I would, all right, so I guess if I don't know that that's how it's done here right now yet, I'll say that's what I want. I want that type of, and it's not detail, but what would you call this implementation of elevation, basically, what would you call it? Slope? Elevation changes, slopes. Anyways, this implementation I generally like. There are other ways of doing it. It doesn't have to be done this particular way. I guess what I'm saying is that any attempt is made to do that, I really, really, really appreciate. I do. Again, there can be other ways of doing it that I can think of. It doesn't have to be done in exactly this way, but something to deal with anything but pancake, I guess. Anything but pancake, which is really, I'm really, really having any trouble accepting pancake terrain. So the four maps altogether should be one standard size map. Got these always the nice crisp Gronyard Simulations counters, not glossy at all. This is very matte, actually. This almost has a man, I don't normally do videos like this, do I? But I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's just what it is. This almost has a texture to it, and I don't mean a texture like don't mean a texture like a Labatai map or something. But what is that? Well, it's just it's quite matte. Okay, what those fives are for? I mean, I know these are the level of order losses. Okay, so if there's one loss, I guess there are 4 levels of organization remaining. So flip it over. This is 2 levels of order lost, 3 remaining. I don't think it's the reverse. Oh, or is it the reverse? Well, it's one or the other. Oh, I know why you have to go up to... I know why you have to go up, because I think elite units or something like that actually do go beyond 5 levels of organization. Anyways, I am totally speculating here. I think these are... yeah, now I'm doing it more. I think these are momentum modifiers, which I like. If that concept is, I guess, as it sounds, that sounds interesting. Oh, levels of order for each side. They're not generic. I've been thinking about this recently, having, been playing Labatai recently, and having, actually looking at Wise Bayonets here. I really like this style. So you have like a unit rectangle, like on not a period map, but on a military style map or military history style map. Then you have the color of the organization, like, so you have the orange there and the orange behind it, like a whatever you want to call it. It's behind it. And then you have the crossed rifles for infantry. Here's the cross cannons for artillery, and cross sabers for cavalry. You know, I like the idea a lot. Now I just realized that those are virtually lost in the, but oh well. But anyways, basically, I like this. And so you got all these infantry in line. You flip them over, and you got the same infantry in column. I think I like this. I mean, I can think of two other style, right? There's the La Bataille style, and then there's the, oh man, it's the, I guess I should have been prepared for this. There's another style that's in the, like, I think it's Library of Napoleonic Battles, maybe. So those are two other styles. This is very distinct. I don't think any other game. I don't think that this is falling in line with any other particular tradition. I think this is on its own, and once again, I think I just like it. I think I like the crispness of the Grognard Simulations pieces. You know, at first I was, I don't know, wondering. At first I was wondering about it, but that was a long time ago. Definitely come to really like and appreciate the crisp simplicity. Artillery fire pair, roll to stand, make square, Lost Eagles, optional. Is this okay? Command control chart. Command control chart. Command control orders. Optional. Here's a table, except as is, lost, confused. Oh, this is, I guess, for each side. The Allies, or the, was it the Austrians, I think, and the French. All right, so that was a slope, steep slope. So it is slope and steep slope. Contour line, yeah, contour line is nothing, which I'm okay with. Not to discuss that right now, but game turn record track. Here's the adjustable Austrian adjustable strength chart. Once again, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm not saying there's no reason. There might be a perfectly good reason, but I'm not sure I'm interested in that reason. So formation chart. Levels of order, there it is. So, okay, so yeah, I had that backwards, which just makes sense. That's why I thought I might have it backwards, because red should symbolize loss, generally speaking, right? So it is, it's 1 loss, 4 remaining, 2 losses, 3 remaining, etc. Yeah, level of order 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And then finally fire combat and melee combat. Yeah. So that is Incredible Courage at Elchingen. And then Master and Commander. I'm just going to mention these. Master and Commander, Quick Play Napoleonic Naval Combat, White Dog Games. Is what it is, I think. I think it's going to be very easy to get into. I don't think there's any depth here at all, but people say. I have read online that while it is very simple, fast play, there is some feel to Napoleonic naval combat that remains. So that'll be something to try. And then Wise Bayonets, Suvorov at the Trebia, 17 June, 19 June, 1799. When I was looking over the rules, it did look like it was reminiscent of the what is it? Braccio da Montone. That and Gilfs and Ghibellines. Other than that, this should be one step down, broadly speaking. One step down from the Montebello, the Caricat, Into Glory Ride game that I've been playing recently. Other than that, I don't know. Well, obviously this is not Labatai, because you don't have that level. So it's definitely a step up from Labatai, and not really in the Labatai tradition anyways. So not that I can tell. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it is inspired by Labatai, but I haven't seen that yet. But I haven't played.